We have created churches where people come to see the pastor, the mighty man of God. We have taught believers to expect a miracle, expect God to touch, expect something. If you observe, it was never taught in the epistles. You will never find anywhere in the epistles where believers are taught to expect something. You will never find it in the epistles. Then we do program miracle extravaganza. Now the point is, miracles will happen, but you have created more unbelief. When you give people that mindset, God will touch, miracle special, people will come, miracle will happen, but the people have been driven to more unbelief, to always wait for that special day when God will touch them. You have taken them out of their realities. You have driven them to the outer court where they are waiting for God to come from inside out and touch them. You've driven them to more unbelief. The more miracle you walk with that kind, with that kind of misinformation, the more unbelief you have sown in the atmosphere. How many of you know that the more miracles Moses walked, the more unbelief the people had? 40 years of miracle crusade, and the Bible says with them the Lord was not well pleased because of unbelief. 40 years of miracle. You think that after people have seen miracle for 5 years they should believe, but after 40 years they still did not believe. They could receive miracles, but they could not receive the gospel. They could receive miracles, but they could not receive the gospel. That simplicity was difficult. So the same approach cannot be used for those who are believers. Now, are we saying people cannot be ministered to? Well, don't get it wrong. But you see, the food for spiritual development is for the believer to realize that the Father is in him, that the miracle is not coming from outside, that the Father is not going to touch him from outside. It's not even going to be a touch. The Father lives completely in him. Therefore, on the basis of that, he can take off at any time and receive at any time and flow in this reality. We are already the habitation of God, and all the activities of God in the earth are domiciled in the believer. So what we ought to teach believers is how to respond, how to flow, and how to function.